My body was covered in acne, I had fat face, and I had really bad sweats. I was ashamed to look in the mirror, and honestly, I hated the way I looked. No one warned me about the dark sides of UC meds and how they'd wreck your confidence. I'll give you an example. So at the time, I was speaking to my current fiance, and I didn't really have a clue what was going on. I just knew that all these symptoms, I had to rush to the toilet, I was bleeding loads and this and other. So that was wrecking my confidence, as it were, to actually meet up and go on a date. Then as time progressed, the time come of where we'd actually done a meet up and go on this date. And around that sort of time, I started to get the diagnosis of I've got UC. So they started giving me medication like Prednisolone. And then as time progressed, we started dating more, started seeing each other more and everything else. But because I was on the Prednisolone, I started to get all these negative side effects that no one actually warned me about. So there's me trying to date this woman that I really liked, and I was hoping obviously she liked me. And as the time progressed, I got loads of acne. My face started getting fat because they call it moonface. Then I started getting really bad sweats. I honestly felt disgusted and embarrassed that I looked like this, and I felt anxious that I couldn't really keep dating this woman because what if she thought that I looked ugly? That was one of the first things that come through my mind. How can this woman still find me attractive? I've got all these horrible, ugly spots. I'm sweating. So when it comes to like us, you know, being together in a romantic way, there's me making a massive pool of sweat on the bed because it was just making me sweat that much. So why would this woman want to be in the same bed as me, let alone have like sex with me, if I'm making all this bloody sweat on the bed? This honestly fucked up my confidence. I kind of withdrew a little bit and thought to myself, am I going to look this way forever? Because I don't think I can deal with it, and I don't think this woman will want to stay with me because I look ugly. I'm sweating profusely. But not only just that, as the time progressed, I ended up on more and more courses of steroids. The first year that I got diagnosed, I ended up having to be on like 4 courses of Prednisolone. So like each time I was getting worse spots. I was getting like massive ones. So literally they were huge. And what I was doing is popping them because I didn't want the look of these white things all over my face. I was popping them. And because they were that big, they'd fill up again. So then I'd pop them again. And then because they had to be popped so many times, I'd end up with loads of scars all over my face. This is also on my back as well. I used to get massive ones on my back and I used to like try and pop them and everything else. Got scars on my back. Then obviously the sweating got worse and worse and worse. So it was just a pool before. Now it was like a massive Olympic-style swimming pool. Whatever water, it was ridiculous. And then on top of that, you've also got the other negative side effects of taking Prednisolone, which is this horrible dark cloud comes over your head. You feel like, I don't know, it's weird to explain. You feel like not in a good frame of mind at all. So you've got all these negative side effects that are destroying your confidence and making you feel like crap. And then you've got the side effects of that, which is then emphasizing everything else, which then makes you feel even worse about yourself. Now this is when I honestly hit rock bottom. I honestly understand how you feel right now. These meds that you're taking are supposed to make you feel better, but they're making you actually feel worse. It's kind of a bittersweet like scenario. You are on this medication, you ain't got the embarrassment of having to rush to the toilet every 2 minutes and shit in your pants, but now you've got the embarrassment of how you look and you don't want to leave the house because you look so bad. So you're dreading the social events, you're dreading obviously going out and seeing people, you're wondering how long are you going to look like this? Is this going to be forever? If you're feeling this now, you're honestly not alone. If you're here and it's getting you down, then trust me, it does not last forever. You need to remind yourself this is just a phase. You may not be very confident now, but it will come to an end and you will get off the Prednisolone and you will feel better. One of the things that really helped me was forcing myself to look in the mirror and say, this won't last forever. This is just a healing phase. You will get over this, you will get rid of the spots, get back to looking decent again. And one of the things you can do is track small signs every single day. So if you are doing it, then you go to the mirror, you notice, oh, today I've not had as many spots. Today my face looks a bit thinner. Generally, for me, it was when I got down to the 4th week of having my Prednisolone. So the first couple of weeks, You end up on a really high dose, like 8 tablets for the first week, 7 tablets for the second week, and then every time you come down. And when I got to about the week where I started on 4, this is when I started to feel a bit more human again. I started to feel like the cloud has started lifting off and I started feeling my normal self again. So it's just noticing little signs, the positive signs that's going to help you push through just this phase that's happening in a minute. Now, I have created a course. It's called the 90-Day Regenerative UC Healing Course. It goes into all these things about mindset and how you can deal with this disease, how you can get your confidence back, how you can deal with all these side effects from the medication. Then it will get you off the medication as fast as possible, so then you don't end up with these side effects again. So then hopefully, not like me, you have to be on Prednisolone for a full year. I have to keep going back on this medication and you have to keep messing up my confidence and keep messing up this. I don't want the same for you. Top link in the description is the course. Let me know in the comments below, what is the worst symptom that you've received that you were not warned about? And if you like the content and you want to carry on your healing journey, then like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon.